What's up? I'm Patrick and welcome to ISW Reacts. Today I'm reacting to the Bruno Mars Evolution Medley by Morissette. This was requested by THS as one of his monthly requests included in my Patreon membership. Thank you so much for your support. I really appreciate it. I absolutely loved everything I've heard by Morissette so far. And I'm really excited to check out something new for me by her today. And I'm really looking forward to this medley that seems to also feature Third Avenue. It says in the title. I'm really excited for this. If you want to be like THS and support me and my channel, you can request a song on my Buy Me a Coffee page, or you can check out my Patreon where you can find some exclusive content like this one. You get requests included monthly and some other things. The links are in the description if you're interested. Thank you very much. Before we start, please also leave a like, consider subscribing, and now let's just get into it.
When I see your face, there's not a thing that I would change, 'cause you're amazing, just the way you are.
She just has a beautiful voice.
And when you smile, the whole world stops and stares for a while, 'cause you're just the way you are. Beautiful girls all over the world, I could be chasing, but my time would be wasted. They got nothing on you, baby. Nothing on you,
oh yeah,
baby. Oh, every time I close
smooth transition. Changing between singing softly and very powerful is great. I love that. Wow. Those transitions are so well done. great.
What you trying to do? 24 karat magic can be
This is a lot of fun.
Look out! Yeah, we got it going on, got it going on. It feels so good to be us. Yeah, we got it going on, got it going on. Yeah, we got it going on. Yeah, feels so good with you. Maybe let's just turn down the lights and close the door. Oh, I love that dress, but you don't need it anymore. No, you don't need it no more. Let's just kiss till we make it. There's such a other boy.
By the way, I especially noticed some great bass lines throughout this whole medley so far. Seems to be a very good bass player. A lot of groove.
How could you do this to me? Well, I thought that girl belonged to only me, but I was wrong. She belonged to everybody, everybody. I'ma leave the door.
Wow.
I'ma leave the door open, girl. Hey, and I'm hoping that you feel the way you feel and you want me like I want you to know, baby. Tell me that you're coming.
Awesome.
I'm waiting, waiting, waiting for you. Yeah, come on over, baby. I'ma leave the door open for you.
Wow. That was so much fun. It was great from the first second to the last. I enjoyed it a lot. It was like moving very quickly. It kept you on your toes. Morissette obviously shows her skill as a vocalist, her technical control over her voice. She also shows that her voice definitely fits various different styles. Also, the transitions between the songs and the styles were so smooth, so great, sometimes so effortless, and always so fitting. I would assume that the musicians taking part are Third Avenue, that are mentioned in the title, I'm assuming. And they seem to be great musicians as well. I already mentioned the bass player specifically. I think throughout there were some great groovy bass lines, but also the drummer was very good. He had some really cool fills. He was doing some of the transitions, and also I think a keyboard player and a guitar player in the background. They all worked together to make a medley like this possible. So I think that's an important part to mention too, even if the focus is of course on Morissette, which is valid because she shows so much versatility in here. She shows that she can sing pop, funk, R&B, soul, like dance pop, but also those emotional songs, of course. And she's adapting her voice to each style or each genre and each song by almost instantly adjusting her phrasing, her tone, and also like her energy. with which she sings, but also with which she performs in the video. After listening to 2 songs by her before, I would say, especially those powerful vocal lines and longer high notes, but also those vocal ornamentations and like vocal runs and stylistic embellishments or riffs, if you know what I mean, are pretty typical for her. And she brought that in here too, which I think is great. So that she's not copying the originals, but she's bringing her own twist, her own style into this. She's kind of adding those things that she does in her own songs into this, and I think that's pretty cool. And besides that, of course, I don't have to tell you that she's a brilliant singer. Everything was absolutely perfect. She just sings very controlled. She has such a great voice. I love the tone, the color of her voice. Also how she's sometimes adding some falsetto moments here and there is pretty cool. But for me, it was also great to see her more playful side in this one. I really enjoyed her focusing a little more on some rhythmic elements and some just fun and funky sections, because she's great at it. She's great at delivering that, but also I enjoyed how she performed it in the video. It seems like she had a lot of fun doing that, dancing a little to the more groovy rhythmic music, while celebrating and honoring those original songs, but then also switching back to like more emotional parts or more dramatic deliveries, which she's obviously capable of doing, because she has this massive vocal power. And like I already mentioned, I'm especially blown away and impressed by how quickly she's switching between those things and those different deliveries, because it's one thing and already impressive and very cool to listen to think about those transitions, the musicians executing that perfectly, having some very creative ways to seamlessly connect the songs, and there's not one transition that seems off or something, or that feels kind of stumbling or something, if you know what I mean. Everything's perfect, so that's just a great job, very creative, very impressive, but then also being able to adapt to those quick changes, because it's sometimes just very short sequences of songs, and then being able to also change your delivery, change your energy, change your tone. That's probably what impresses me the most in this, besides, of course, her general talent and skill as a vocalist. So thank you so much, THS, for this request. I loved it because it was a lot of fun. It was so much happening, like a mini concert condensed into this short video. That's definitely staying true to the originals, honoring them, but putting their own spin on it, both musically and instrumentation wise. Sometimes it almost felt like subtle, more jazzy influences were thrown in, and they just changed things up a little bit, which is cool. But of course, especially the way Morissette performs this is in her own way. She has her own style and like signature sound, and she's transporting that over to those covers, which is very cool. She has a great voice, she's technically perfect, and she sounds unique, and she can she manages to show that while doing a cover, which I think is or can sometimes be hard to not try to mimic the original, but keep your own style. And she did that in perfection for each and every different style and different era in this evolution of Bruno Mars songs. Please let me know what other songs by her I should check out, or if you have any other artists you would like me to react to, please also let me know. If you enjoyed this, please leave a like, consider subscribing, and thank you very much for watching, and see you next time. Bye bye.